Greetings. This is the Apetivi Ilosha Oshunyemi Akalatunde. And this is, of course, as always, got to be Oshun Television. This is a catch-up video for the Sweetwater Collective. So let me begin by apologizing for the online Sweetwater community because once I moved to my new location, first two things happened. The first thing was I was originally told that the new location did not have a wireless connection. So I was in the process of trying to figure out how to live stream from there without using up all of my data for my device. Then I found out after speaking with the owner that they do have a wireless connection. I actually attempted to record the last session on my phone and on my daughter's phone, and it just was not successful. As you guys saw, I think it was maybe 6 minutes of recording. But as of this Sunday, I think that's going to be the 10th. Is that going to be the 9th or the 10th? Y'all know better than I do. But this first weekend, second weekend in March, we will be back up and running with our live stream. I'm going to just bring the laptop and stream it live in the way that I normally did from my home. So I apologize to all of you all who have missed it. So for those last two sessions, the Orisha that we covered were Obatala and Yemaya. So I'm going to do just a short snippet for each of those Orisha to catch you up to where we are today as a collective that's meeting in person. And I'd also like to extend an invitation to anyone who is in the Nashville area who is interested in learning about the Orisha from a New African Vodun perspective. Please come out to the Sweetwater Collective. We meet every Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Global Education Center on Charlotte Pike. You are welcome to join us there. We do meet in the upstairs area, and there's usually like a belly dance class or something of that nature going on in the downstairs area. And if you come in, they can direct you to the upstairs area. So I'm going to the place in my book. I'm actually using my book right now to teach the Sweetwater Collective. This is my book on Agabani, and I'm using that to cover each Orisha, okay? So the Orisha that we covered after Eshu was Obatala. Obatala is the most ancient earthly cosmic force. He is known more commonly in Nigeria as Orishanla. He is the bright white light out of which material things are created, and his name, the name that we call him here in the West, is actually an Oriki or a praise name, and that means king of the white cloth. Oba is king, Tala is white, like a white muslin cloth used for worship. He's the force of the creative impulse, and he is the force of purity. He is the desire for purity of mind, soul, and body. He shaped the first human beings, and he is still responsible for shaping the fetus in the womb of our mothers. He is DNA. He is enlightenment, upright behavior, and peacefulness. He is naturally manifested in mountains, elephants, snails, and the white hair of old age. His vibration is found in pewter and the color white. His number is 8. Um, Obatala is not Caucasian. The study of the Orisha, the understanding of the forces of nature as Orisha comes from West Africa, the deep within the bowels of West Africa, deep within West Africa. And nothing that they conceived of the divine was Caucasian. So there is a very popular book out about the Orisha that states that Obatala is Caucasian. This is a lie, and this is also blasphemous against this Yoruba deity. He is black. He is Yoruba. He is West African. Children of Obatala are artistic and creative. They are usually purist and pursue perfection, righteousness, and purity in all of their endeavors. Doing what is right is of extreme importance to them. And they generally must have very pure diets, which means they must eat natural foods with no man-made components. If not, they will suffer from digestive disorders and other diet-related illnesses. They are good orators and public speakers. They require a great deal of solitude in order to fulfill their destinies. They think very logically and generally are good problem solvers and can be know-it-alls as well. They will suffer from headaches, acne, insanity, and confusion when not in alignment with their destinies. They must be very protective of their heads at all times, as Obatala rules the head, and they should never wear black on their heads nor be out after midnight without something white covering their heads. Children of Obatala should not wear black at all. That is our taboo. All differently abled individuals are known as special creations of Obatala, and they are sacred to him. Okay, so this is information on the Orisha Obatala. The next Orisha that we covered was the Orisha Yemanja. Yemanja is the most ancient force of mothering. Yemanja is also known as Yemaya. Her name means mother of the children of the fish. Yeye Omo Eja, the mother of the children of the fish. From an evolutionary perspective, we are all children of the fish, as we all began as one-celled organisms in the ocean. She is the female portion of the ocean. She is the female portion of Olokun. Olokun is known as that bottom half of the ocean. She's the force of nurturing and breastfeeding and sustaining the life of another with your own life force. She's the origin of those areas of womanhood that are the domain of women only: menstruation, birth, mothering, and nursing. She's the force of tradition as a people's acceptable way of being and doing. She is naturally manifested in the Ogun River, which is Nigeria's largest river, and by the top layers of the ocean and the waves of the ocean in the west. Her vibration can be found in clear crystal, quartz crystal, in particular, molasses, fishes, and coral. Her colors are any shade of blue and crystal. The moon is also a manifestation of Yemanja, especially in its crescent aspect. Her number is 7. Um, my spiritual father in Nigeria, the Oluwo Fatayifa Binro, taught us that eating fish is a taboo of children of Yemanja. For those of us who were survivors of the Ma'afa in the West, it was Yemanja and Olokun that brought us safely to these shores, and it was they who called us home when we jumped or were thrown overboard. Those whose heads are ruled by Yemanja are stern, strict disciplinarians who are also loving and nurturing. They are keepers of tradition, and they like to do things in the most orthodox manner possible. They exude an energy of nurturing and loving and caring, whether or not they have children, and they seem to always have the best interests of their friends and loved ones at heart. They must guard against being in relationships in which they are nurturing and loving and not being nurtured and loved in return. Children of Yemanja must guard against choosing mates who are seeking a parental figure as opposed to a love figure. Children of Yemanja can tend to carry their disappointments, hurts, and emotional scars as excess weight, and therefore they must guard against holding these things in, which may cause obesity. Okay, keep in mind though that the African woman is not meant to be a size 3 and that a voluptuous, healthy body is a thing of beauty. Children of Yemanja are drawn to the moon, and they may not sleep well when the moon is full. All right. So that is just a little bit of information that was given on those 2 Sundays about those particular Orisha. As I said, I'm teaching directly from this book, my book, Ona Akbani, which you can find either on Amazon or on my website, and I'll put both of those. I'll put a link to the Amazon one, and I'll put a link to my website in the comments. So you can buy it either place. and be able to follow along with what we're doing in the collective. So, just wanted to catch everybody up and let everyone know I'm still very much committed to live streaming all of my broadcasts for the Sweetwater Collective, and I will definitely continue to do that now that I know how to connect to the Wi Fi at my new location. Again, if you're in the Nashville area or if you're visiting Nashville, please feel free to come out and join us at the Sweetwater Collective at the Global Education Center on Charlotte Pike. Peace, love, light, ecstasy, abundance, and bliss to everyone.